Hey, what's up everybody? It's another week. Here we are, as usual, on the Redneck, and this is SR Synth Weekly. We got another great week, and I've got some great artists coming up today, and a whole lot of, this kind of like mixes a little mixed bag of everything today. A little synth wave, a little little electro funk, little bit of here and there, and a little bit of this and that. So we're just going to jump right in and just get started. Starting today, we have a group called Finally Some Action. They're based out of Iowa, and they're your basis of retro wave, synth wave, 80s style. The song they have today, they sent me is called Sensor Recall. I'm gonna read his description because it kind of gives me the perfect description of what I was thinking anyway. His description is Robot Officer Tactical Operation Research. A prototype robot intended for crime combat escapes from the development lab and goes on a killing rampage. If you know the movie, it's actually called Rotor. Really cool 80s movie, and he described it perfectly because I was kind of thinking the same lines. It's the robotic, it's that evil robot cop kind of deal. And he's gonna uphold the law at any cost. That's kind of like the main theme of that for this song. That's kind of like his main theme. Also, it's kind of like, it's also a law movie, sci-fi on the same lines as the Rotor, where crime is now digital and or computerized, robotic type. And I just forgot the name of the other movie I was thinking of. It has Gene Simmons in it. But anyway, again, it gives me that feel, where it's kind of like the main theme where you see it's all coming in there and all the robots, you see robotics and programming is going haywire, and you got a cop team that'll do it. On the same lines, you got Rotor, the cop prototype robot that will defend the law at any cost, even if it means killing people. So I was feeling like that. Also kind of gives me a climax where the hero is getting ready for a battle against a foe and is getting prepared, and you see both sides getting prepared for their battle, the evil side getting their minions together, and the good guy getting his, weapons together and vehicle and whatever. It just kind of gives me that vibe too. It kind of works on the same level, but it all kind of works on that one, kind of like robotic sci-fi kind of feel. So check it out. The song today, like I said, it's Finally Some Action, and the song is called Sensor Recall. Like I said, he said, you know, he described it perfectly with that movie called Rotor, so I didn't really have to say much about it even more. So definitely check it out. Check out the rest of the stuff. It's really awesome. Next up is going to be, and I'm going to screw this up, so as always, it's Kizunaut. I hope I say that right. And the song they sent me today is called Red Driver. They're based out of Helsinki, and they're a synthwave industrial type. So it just kind of, as they said, it kind of is a synthwave industrial influence electronic track with tribal drums, inspired by the movie Akira. If you've seen Akira, you know it has some really great, it has some really great music in it, and it's just, you know, just always intense. I went with that too. I also kind of went with a, you know, it's a title, kind of incorporated that. It's been a while since I've seen Akira, so I hope I can remember it. It's kind of, it gives me that kind of title feel, title theme for an evil corporation. You know, kind of like one of those movies where the corporation is you know, the bad guys in the whole thing. They've taken a whole, you know, it's like the whole world is controlled by a corporation, and this is their main theme. Kind of shows the world. Sorry. Also, kind of gives me that, shows the world. As a narrator is going over, describing, you know, what the devastation and what happened, while we show the world being overrun by, you know, whatever the evil is, whatever the antagonist is, whether it be robots, monsters, you know, evil AI, you know, whatever. That kind of gives me that feel. Also, it's like, I don't know why I have like evil on the brain on this song, but kind of gives me that main theme for the evil entity is, you know, he's taken over. And it's their first showing on screen, you know, everything's devastated in the world, you know, everybody's cowering, and you start seeing, you know, you see them first show up on the screen, and, you know, they're walking up to the scared masses, and, you know, he's about to give judgment on them. Excuse me. It's kind of like that seek and destroy type thing. Also, on the other end of that, it also kind of gives me that the main hero is, you know, going through, I'll use Akira as a saying, if, like I said, if I can remember it. It's been a while since I've watched it. You know, he's going through through a building or through a group of crowd and just taking them out one by one, and he just quickly dispatches them. And you know, it's the main theme of like a huge group being destroyed towards the middle of the songs. You know, sort of the big breaks of the songs and bridges. You know, it's like he's taking out many of them and then goes back through, you know, and takes out other groups. All of those kind of give me that feel, so it's just you know, kind of like a major, you know, I want to go towards the evil theme on this one, so check it out. It's a really good song. Again, it's I apologize if I screw this up. It's Kizunaut, and it's a Red Driver.
Vuonna 1988 neutronipommi tuhoaa Tokion. Vuonna 2019 uudisrakennettu Tokio on muuttunut kyberbunkin hengissä urbaaniksi taistelukentäksi moottoripyöräjengien, monikansallisten yhtiöiden ja sotilasjohtajien taistellessa vallasta.
So what do you think? Does that give you that kind of like, you know, the evil corporation, or calling the hero dispatching people? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And make sure you listen to everything that they do. It's really awesome. Next up, we have we have a guy who's been on here before. It's Bangulo. You know, he's out of California. He likes doing that electro funk synthwave feel. This is a really cool song. It kind of right off the bat, when I was listening to the song, I was thinking John Hughes films. You know, if you've seen any of those little romantic comedy deals, it kind of works in this. It's kind of like the main character, you know, when they arrive and they see the love interest, you know, at the club or gathering, and they meet, and you know, they kind of get their whole love thing together. You see that whole montage of it coming together, and it's just, you know, that's kind of what the first feeling when I was listening to this song. Also, kind of gives me that on that same side. You know, the main character and the lover, regardless of what kind of, you know, I won't say romantic comedy, but you know, it could be fantasy too, where they get together after reconnecting, after, you know, the person was kidnapped, the lover was kidnapped, or, you know, they were taken away for some reason, and they had to. The whole basis of the story was them getting back together or being saved, and they do at the end. And you know, it kind of gives that whole face-to-face feel. Also, on that same token, it could be, you know, the hero was supposedly dead, supposedly dies, and you know, all of a sudden he shows back up, or she shows back up, and it's like they reconnect, and it's like they go to the outro of the movie. That's kind of the biggest side I feel on that. Also, kind of gives me that, excuse me, kind of gives me also a crime adventure, which could work on the other side, but it's a crime adventure where the team is one, and they found the kidnapped person and reunited, and you know, you see them leaving off, and you know, all laughing about, you know, the fact that they beat and won and everything. It doesn't even have to be like a major fantasy film or a cop film. In fact, that I'm just thinking about it. There was a Val Kilmer movie. Was it Val Kilmer? Where a bunch of skateboard kids saved this family from like an evil mob boss. That just popped in my head. That kind of gives me that feel, you know, kind of gives you that kind of thought in the movie style. So, like I said, let me know what you think, and give it a listen. It's really awesome. It's Bangulo, and the song is called Funk Wave. like I said, it kind of gives me that John Hughes feel. I don't know. He may be completely different, but it's just I may have John Hughes on the brain because I've been watching a lot of it lately. So definitely check it out, and let me know what you think in the comments. Next up is Shedizer. I've played them before. Really awesome electronic band out of France. The song today I have is called A Safe Place. I'm sorry, A Safe Place. He describes this as a electronic song about artificial intelligence. So I went with that. I went with kind of like the, you know, excuse me, everything is kind of like a robotic or hybrids, and you know they show the, you know, like the world is all cyborgs and you know humans getting along, but mostly cyborgs or robots together. And the main character is either going to be a cyborg or a full robot, and is trying to either feel. It kind of gives me that feel of they're either trying to get back to what it feels to be human. As they're a cyborg, they don't, you know, they've kind of lost their humanity, and they're trying to get it back, and it kind of gives you that loss of what they've, you know, trying to gain what they've lost with turning into, you know, part machine, part human. Also kind of gives me that full AI, like you said, full robot is trying to understand what it is to be human. It just gives me that, you know, both of those feels on it would work either way. Also, it kind of gives me that atmospheric main theme of a, you know, the sci-fi movie where, like I said, everything's turned into a robot or hybrid, and you just see, you know, it just pans through the world, kind of like a Killjoys, if you've seen the show, where, you know, where people are modified, and you know, the world is just, you know, you see everybody just living their lives as hybrids, you know, happy or sad, whatever. On the same side on that, because this kind of feels like just a full artificial intelligence robot movie. So it also kind of gives me that same feeling on the same atmosphere, but also gives me the people are enjoying the world through a dark hybrids. You know, they're all hybrids and stuff, but at the same time they're being hunted by, you know, normals, people who are human and don't believe that they should be a hybrid. So kind of gives me that feel. Also on a second, you know, on the opposite end, it kind of gives me the outro where the heroes are normal and they've won over the AI, and you know they're free from the bonds, kind of like iRobot. It kind of gives me that feel. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what kind of movie you think this would be on, and it's really awesome. So give it a check. It's Shedizer, and the song is called My Safe Place.
Late on Saturday night, I am looking for your arms. Gild me with your light to feel your charms. Alone in the cold city, I am wandering like a ghost. Show me the path up to your beauty.
like I said, that whole AI field just kind of works for it. And I really don't have much to say about that because, I mean, it just works on that. When he said it's artificial intelligence, it works for it. I mean, and, you know, it works on any kind of like a hybrid or cyborg movie. But like I said, let me know what you think. If you like it, also make sure you subscribe to all their and everybody else's on this list and everybody all my past videos. Make sure you're following them on their social media accounts because they need your love too. Next up, we have Noir, and I hope I said that right. They're a group based out of Copenhagen, Denmark. They're a synthwave and space wave kind of feel, and the song today is called Ascendancy. I hope I said that right. So if I didn't, I'm sorry. Their description on this is it's an idea on emotions from dreams. Ascendancy represents power and the realization of empowerment. I kind of went on a weird note because it works with the empowerment. I went to a fantasy movie, and you know, the fantasy style movie where the main character is, you know, was beaten, you know, and stuff, and he's gone through this whole quest and is finally given this huge amount of power, and it's, you know, defeat the enemies, and it shows you that whole transition of, you know, the light, you know, coming down on them, and you see them transitioning into this great power, and you know that they're given. It's also kind of like gives me that heroes defeats the evil, and it shows, you know, the power being given to the hero, kind of like, I don't want to say Highlander, but kind of on that same token of everybody can relate to. You know, you see these defeated the evil, and you know, all of a sudden the power that the evil had is now being transferred to the person, and sorry, in which the team starts going, and also on that same note, so you see the team using the main power. You know, once he gets it, and you see him returning the world back to normal, returning the, you know, whatever it is, turning it back to normal that the evil created. That's kind of what it gives me. It kind of gives me, you know, just that pure, you know, I'm gaining power kind of feel, and it's just a really awesome song. So definitely give it a look, listen, and check out the rest of the stuff. It goes really awesome. Again, it's Noir, and the song is called Ascendancy. like I said, it just kind of gives me that whole empowerment kind of feel, you know, the hero gaining power, you know, when using it. So, but that's my feel. Like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. And make sure you check out the whole album because the whole thing kind of feels like a story. And it's really awesome. So definitely check it out. Make sure you follow them on their social media along with everybody else. Next up today we have Analogue, Electronic, Whatever. No, that's not me saying whatever, you know. That's actually the name of the group. They're a synth pop group out of UK, and the song they gave me today is called Surf Radio. I'm going to have to read the description because I went completely 180 degrees from what they thought. So let me start with theirs. It's a sun-hued track. Looking forward to a surf-tastic summer, vintage instrumentation, and sound bites perfectly summons up evocative images of California dreams and its potential synthwave classic. Tune, I think, Gideon Co. BBC Radio 6. You'll have to forgive me on that one. I don't know that. So if anybody understands that, you'll get this in the song. I don't understand that, so I'm sorry. The first cassette I bought since 1986, Devo meets early Depeche Mode, and Jason Bradbury, The Gadget Show. I don't know those. I know Depeche Mode and I know Devo, but I don't know the other one, so I have to go look that up. But I went 180 degrees from that. The song's called Surf Radio, but I don't know why I was thinking. I was kind of thinking like not Solar Babies per se, but you know that Solar Babies were the kids, or the kids are the main heroes. You know, the teens are the main heroes in this fantasy sci-fi kind of feel. It's like, you know, they're the main teens are the hero against the evil group, kind of like a sci-fi future, and they're kind of programming montage kind of feel with you see them going through the process and togetherness of, you know, trying to find a solution to defeat the evil. That, like I said, it was 180 degrees, but that's just kind of what was popped in my head when I was thinking about this. Kind of also gives me that the hero group is surfing online, and you see them hacking the evil corporation, you know, kind of like the teens hacking through to, you know, find the solution for the problem and hack the corporation to defeat them, you know, internally on the web, you know, just trying to hack their system so they can't harm anybody or harm any machinery. Also, on that same note, like I said, it's just kind of weird. I went on a sci-fi binge on this. It doesn't even have to be a sci-fi on this one. This could be, you know, the teens are infiltrating an evil corporation. You know, they're evading the bad guys while infiltrating the building, which houses the way to stop the bad guys. You know, like either like a form or, you know, some kind of contract that they needed to get, you know, or, you know, even like a chip or something that they needed to get to save save either like a house, a corporation, you know, and save the world. This kind of gives me that feel. I don't know why. I'm just thinking it's more of a save the world kind of thing with like a teen movie. But I don't know. It just feels like that, for my opinion. Everybody's opinion is different, so and you know, and everybody has their own feel. But that's just what I feel like. So let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know what you think of the song because it's really awesome in my opinion. But it just, like I said, it just gives me that whole sci-fi feel for some reason. So definitely check it out. It's Analogue, Electronic, Whatever, and the song is called Surf Radio.
I think you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing today some of the world's finest surfers.
what just popped in my head just now as I was thinking about it is it kind of gives me that Goonies feel. And I don't mean like Goonies as they go out and, you know, have to find the, you know, they go on the adventure of finding a pirate ship. Just the storyline of, you know, the kid teens and the youngsters are actually facing a corporation to save a town or, you know, save a house. That's the feeling I'm trying to figure out. I couldn't put it into words a few minutes ago. But like I said, definitely check it out. Check out the rest of this music. It's really awesome. And make sure you follow them on their social media. Last up today, we have, I hope I say this right, it's GLYDA. And it's an electronic group out of Newcastle upon Tyne, UK. Really good song. The song is called Set My Soul Free. Their description on it is, it's a song that says, if you could go back in time, step outside your body and see how your life would unfold if you didn't make the mistakes and the bad choices in your life, or if you could steer yourself in the right direction, what would happen? It's basically about regret for the stupid choices we make in life, wanting to change them if we could. I went on the same line of that, but I used the crime drama kind of deal. Kind of like a, you know, not really a crime story, but, you know, that kind of like loner anti-hero feel. You know, like the main character, you know, is just sitting alone in the apartment. You've seen them together. I mean, you've seen them many times, where is alone in the apartment trying to figure out where he is and where you know, what happened in his life, where he and his love interest went wrong, and he's sitting there reminiscing the loss of the person, and, you know, what they could have done to end the pain or gain revenge, depending on, you know, the whole circumstance. And what I mean by gain revenge, I mean like either the love interest was killed and he's got to gain revenge, and he's, you know, feeling sorry for himself and, you know, for the loss. Also kind of gives me that, you know, main lover, sorry, the main lover of the hero shows up after being said that they were dead, you know, thought dead, and they reconnect towards the end of the movie. Kind of gives you that whole vibe. I don't have a description of that. I do, but I don't want to say it because it's too, doesn't work. It doesn't work in the same text. But, you know, the lover was, the evil said that the person was dead, and they actually were kept hidden or, you know, put in away, and they got free, and they show back up towards the end of the movie, and they get back together, and then they, you know, get love, and they walk off, and that's towards the end of the movie. Sorry. Also, it kind of gives me, it's a fantasy movie kind of feel too. I mean, again, it gives me that where the hero knows that his love interest must go away. And what popped in my head, and you'll laugh on this, Men in Black 2. You know, it's kind of like that love interest has to go away because, you know, they're, you know, because they got to go do their own thing with their own clan, so to speak, or, you know, they got to go save this planet by themselves. And this is kind of like that depression, it's not fair, mid-song, but towards about mid-song they can be together for a short time, but they know they have to depart together. So, I mean, depart, and it kind of gives you that whole depressed, it kind of gives you the feeling of happy, sad, and, you know, longing. So, that's just kind of what I feel like. It may be completely different, but that's just what I was given the whole feel of. So definitely check it out. It's a really great song, and make sure you check out the rest of the album because the rest of the music, it's really good. Like I said, today to end things up today, it's GLYDA, and the song is called "Set My Soul Free."
Take me away from here to see my life unfold.
that's it for this week. I hope everybody enjoys the music, because I thought this week was really great, and they all can kind of fit in their own one movie together, and it just works out. I hope everybody, like I said, hope everybody enjoys it. Hope to be able to keep this going. Like I said, if you're an artist and you want to be a part of this show and a future show, just fill out the form below and send me your music. I don't ask for payment. There will be no payment. There's no money involved. I don't get paid for this. This is just something I enjoy doing. If you enjoy the show, and if you just like showing this, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell. I've heard some people saying they're not seeing it, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when it comes. Also, I need help. As I always, please let your friends know if you love this show. Let your friends know, and let anybody know just to check it out. And there's some great artists on here, some great music, and I'm just an idiot redneck giving you my thoughts on how they would work in the movie. So tell your friends, tell everybody, and make sure you like this. I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see everybody next week, and I'll see you on social media. Later.